I hear her voice in the morning hours. She calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Good day. Welcome to Old Man in a Uke. It's nice to have you. Got a few things to talk about, but I'll let you know now that the feature song is Country Roads by John Denver. And I'll give you fair warning now, there is no way I can do justice to this song. My vocal range just doesn't cover it very well. I don't play. I don't believe this is the same key as the original, and that's but that's the magic of keys, playing in different keys. You see, professional singers, and they want the song to be played in a certain range of notes that their voice will match, that they can go from low to high or anywhere in between, and be comfortable, sing well, and then so you may have that group of notes here, but then the next person might sing a little higher, and they like to sing at a key that's a little higher than what the other guy likes to sing. So then you can change the notes to match that person's voice, and that's what I do. I download these the sheet music, and by the way, a lot of it is abbreviated. Like the song the other day had a lot more verses to it, but I don't play all those verses. So be aware of that. If you want to find those songs, and you see a lot, you see that it's very short. Well, maybe there's some verses missing, and they keep it short, for new players to be able to just complete the song and have some fun with it. All right, so that song was abbreviated the other day, but this one will be abbreviated a little bit because I believe there's some instrumental in there, some melody that I'm not going to play. In a song I think last week, the same thing happened, where I just played through the song and skipped some of the intermission stuff, the harmonica playing, in that particular song, because I don't play harmonica well, and that's okay. You probably don't want to hear all that anyways. So I get through the song, I get through it comfortably, I have fun with it. I've changed the key. In this particular song, the sheet music is marked in the key of F, but I went through that and I changed the key to C. When I originally learned this song, I sang it in the key of G, but the beginning almost in G is too low for me. I can't get down there like John Denver. Well, actually, I think probably it starts a little higher and it goes up from there. But if I try that, then I can't reach the peak. So I found out that the key of C is fairly comfortable for me, although at the higher range, my voice may crack a little bit because it's just a little bit too high for me. So speaking of tone and notes and that sort of thing, I'd like to explain to you the value of tuning. Now, I'm just sitting here, and really I don't have to play in the key of C because I can tune this any way I want to. I can tune this C a little bit flat or a little bit sharp, and then match the other strings. Match the other strings to that, and I can play along. I'm just playing by myself. I can do whatever I want to this. However, because I'm just getting rolled back into ukulele, I try to match the tuning to some standard, and that's the importance of tuning. You'll see at concerts, the musicians are all doing something, they're making noise with their instruments, and they're doing it all together. Well, they're matching each other's instruments, so that to get on the same musical page, the same tone range page, so that when they're playing together, you don't have somebody playing a C and another person playing a C flat, or they're off frequency. All right, so that's you have to match the instruments together in order to sound well. How do they do that? Well, there's usually a standard. In that environment, maybe the piano player will play middle C on his keyboard. And pianos, especially those professional ones, are always tuned, very, very close to perfect. So he'll play the middle C, and then everybody will hear that, and they'll play the C on their instrument and tune that C till it's perfect, getting a little range. And then they'll match the other strings of their, if they have stringed instruments, to the C on that instrument. And everybody does that, and then everybody works together. If you don't have a piano with an almost perfect middle C to go with, well, and I don't know when these were created. Maybe they didn't have these when I first started playing, that I remember anyways. They have these electronic tuners, and they will either show you the range, see the needle moving, they will either show you what frequency you're playing in terms of a note, how far off you are, or they also have another feature that will play that note, and then you can try to match to that tone. Very nice. Very nice, especially the little tiny ones. This one's a little bit bigger. All right, another thing they had were pitch pipes. Have you ever seen like a choir and they're going to sing a cappella, which means without music. They're just going to sing with their voices, and the leader of the choir master, whatever he's called, he may have a pitch tube, whatever they're called, pitch instrument, and maybe it only plays one note, and he will address the singers, and he will go, and everybody will know, okay, that's where we're gonna start. And then they go ahead and they're, right from the beginning, they have that note in their brain, and they all start in together. Pitch pipe. I couldn't remember that name. Pitch pipe. Pitch pipe. Another way to tune an instrument, again, old world, is a pitchfork. And these are grasped by a little handle down here, and you wrap them on something, hopefully not metal or not on your instrument. I like to use my knee or the back of my hand, something that won't cause any damage to the metal in the pitchfork itself. These things are tuned to a specific frequency or note. You can buy them in different notes. This one happens to be a C. It's tuned so that when you listen to it, that's the note of C, and then I can match the C string on my ukulele to the tone. I'll let you listen to it. I hope you can hear it, because it's very, very quiet. And then that'll go on for 5 seconds or so. And you can listen to it, hum it, get that note in your head, and then go ahead and tune the string. All right, well, that's enough of that. All right, so the three ways that you can tune your ukulele or instrument is electronically. Let me turn that off. A pitch pipe or a tuning fork, another instrument, playing another instrument that you know is in tune. And even if you're just playing with one other person, it may not matter too much, especially among yourselves. If one person is a little off or another person is a little off, in as long as as long as whichever instrument they use is matched to the next instrument. All right, enough of that. Feature song, Country Roads by John Denver. You might want to cover your ears. We'll see you on the flip side. Well, the song is Country Roads, but I got to tell you, I just went through the whole thing. Actually, it took me like 2 takes, but I never looked at the camera to see if it was actually playing or not, and it wasn't. It wasn't recording, and so I just I feel so stupid. Anyway, I'm checking now. It's recording. And we'll go ahead and start playing. Sorry about that. Let's move on. Country Roads. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gathered round her. Miner's lady, stranger to the water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning hour. She calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get the feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads, take me home to the place I belong at. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Down country roads. I just missed one note on that last phrase. That's the price I pay for being an amateur, right? But I'm having fun at it, and I hope you did too. The video's running kind of long, so I'm just going to say goodbye now. Don't let a day go by without learning something new. Really consider learning an instrument. It can be a lot of fun in your old age. You should see the laughs I get from my wife when she hears me singing. All right, take care. Bye-bye now.